All right, so this SAT math problem says the positive number A is 2,241% of the sum of the positive numbers B and C. So A is going to be equivalent to 2,241% can be represented as just 22.41 times B plus C. And if this doesn't make sense, just think about it as if we were talking about 200%. 200% is the same as doubling, right? And in this case, then we would say something like 2 times B plus C, right? We're just doubling the value 200%. Now that's different than a 2,241% increase. Then you would have to tap into percent multipliers and that kind of stuff. But anyways, this is what we have so far for the first part of the problem. It says B is 83% of C, and the question says what percent of B is A? So right now, because we know this, B is 83% of C, we can actually replace B in our current equation with a variable of C. So you have A equals 22.41 as our factor. B is 83% of C, so we can write 0.83 C plus C. So this part right here is just B, but represented in a different way. And so knowing these values, how can we determine what percent of B is A? So in this case, what we can do is just pick a random number for C, right? Because we have a missing variable C, but we need to determine what A is. So if we determine what C is, then we can find the value of A. So how we're going to do that is just plug in 1, right? Let's just use 1 for C. So in this case, then this part right here would then be equivalent to 1.83. And then we're going to multiply this by 22.41. And that will give us a value of about 41.0103. So we have our A value, but what we need to do is compare it to the value of B. Well, the value of B here we said was 0.83C, and we said C was going to be 1. And so in reality, our B value, quote unquote, is going to be 0.83 in this case. And so what we can do is just set 41, our A value, 0.3, over 0.83. And this is going to give us a value of 49.41. Now here's a trick question, right? This is 49.41x, right? This is the factor. So our A value is 49.41 times larger than 0.83. That's different than the percentage, right? If we look up here, 2,241% translated to a factor of 22.41. Therefore, a factor of 49.41 can be attributed to the same scale of 2,241%. This will be the same as 4,441%, and therefore our correct answer is going to be D.